Hello, everybody. Coming to you all with another discussion in regards to disadvantaged thinking. Let me get this right. Okay. In regards to disadvantaged thinking to a prosperous thinking, another discussion. Excuse my voice a little bit. Just a little hoarse a little bit, but I will try to speak loud and hopefully clear. All right. We're going to get right into the discussion. This is 33. You can subscribe at YouTube. I will be uploading the rest of the other videos for individuals. I do appreciate everybody who have even viewed or even tuned in or even took the opportunity to sow a seed into yourself, because this is about you. This is not about anyone else. This is about you as a thinker, you as a person being breathing and being able to be a blessing to others. And sorry, actively moving and operating properly in life. Okay? So our discussion today, I didn't really run a lot of stuff on my Facebook page. I'm trying to learn how to get everything on the other media pages too. I have been pulled to say, oh, do it over in these other areas, but I'm just so comfortable with my friends here on Facebook. And as I grow, everything else will grow. So when I'm talking about these things, I am truly talking about myself, put myself in position to be able to operate and have the courage to do the things that I need to do to be able to operate into the person and the things that I'm supposed to operate fully in. Okay, so let's get right into our discussion. And today, excuse me, we're going to be talking about um, divine care, developmental techniques. All right. That itself, we all perform in such a way that change has to happen and it has to be done in a way that we need to be improving. Okay. So now sometimes when we need to change and do things, it don't always feel good. It does require us to do different things than what we're doing now. And it's also going to take a little bit more than what you've been given, doing, putting out, okay, or even taking back. All right. Now, when I say divine techniques, those four words are two separate, four different areas in itself. And I previously talked about the children, and I talked about different stages and just how aware and trying to take our mind back into the mind frame of us being children and knowing the true development and what it takes. As a child, we didn't have choices. We were growing, okay? So now that we become of age and sometimes come knowledgeable of things, we get to a point that we don't listen to the right things, or we don't pay attention or adopt or practice the things that will bless us, or the things that we were taught, or the things that we should know. All right. Um, a lot of this change happens in friendships, neighborhoods. Changes happen with parents, with children's, teachers, leaders. All things change, okay? So you're going to look at it as a change, and you want to pull on your change to be in a positive. Okay, so you don't want to say, I'm going through this. You want to go through things for a purpose. All right. And we're not judging what you're going through, good or bad, because it's all going to be a life lesson. Okay. And it's just a natural process that we hold. And that's why I wanted to talk and go into different areas of children because it's natural areas as a child that has to be done in development. In development. Um, okay. So I want to talk about divine care, developmental techniques. First, I want to talk about techniques. Okay. When I'm talking about techniques, we're talking about ways to carry out a task, ways to make something happen. Okay, something that result. And there's a way that you have to get it done, right? So we want to develop things. Some things may take one step, some things may take four steps in a process. Okay. So you want to realize um, the techniques and the ways that you have to perform and things you have to do to avoid things to happen. If you don't want the same thing to happen again to you, and I'm just jumping right into that area, but it's just not about that. It's just in general, um, development. And in development, it's going to take techniques. So the next area I want to talk about is development. When we talk about development, that's a concern. That's a place where it needs. That's an area that needs to be paid attention to. That's an area that needs to change. Okay. It just needs to change. So I'm sorry if I'm just jumping right into anything, but I just want to be talking to thinkers, if anything. I just want to pull into your natural sense and you coming into yourself and you being a thinker. You're able to have a conscious thought, okay? So again, I started with techniques, which is a way to carry out a task. Then we're going into development, which is a concern. Okay, it's a concern. How are we going to carry out this? How are we going to get help for this? Okay, all right, yeah, because it's going to be some type of care. Okay, so that's our next area, care. That's totally what is necessary in everybody. We need to care. We need to form and protect. That's why I talked about the children's previously before this. And this is just motivating you to go and look at previous videos of mine, of Divine Care. And you also can look at all of them under Facebook, under YouTube, under Divine Care, okay? On Facebook and on YouTube. And it's pretty late. I have a family in the bed. And so this is the time that I could be able to kind of flow with things and be into a great nature to release it because this is truly an exercise for me that I need to put out in the atmosphere. Truly the same way that we need to work out and sweat with our body. Okay. All right. So now I'm on the word care. Okay. Which I was speaking about, which is so necessary to help and protect, be knowledgeable, just to be into it. Just think of yourself in another person's position. And just think, care, forgive. All right. I'm gonna go to the next one because I have so much I want to cover. All right. I miss you too. So also I want to just go to that first word. Okay. I said we're gonna be talking about divine care developmental techniques. All right. Um, I wasn't trying to flow through this slicker. Want to go into the different areas and why all four of those words mean so much, but I left divine last because divine is more like a one nature way, you know, and I just recognize, my little one, she's doing virtual learning in school, and I have come to an understanding of how she's practicing where she's at. And it's such a great and divine way of how she's practicing because it's such a blessing. It's the same way, kind of like how I was taught, in the beginning of the week. They stand up and actually all standing up, pledge allegiance to the flag. They was giving out the speech of what I used to do as a kid. We had to stand up next to our desk, put our hands up aside, and my baby was doing it. And I was just wondering, do all schools still practice that? Because it said one nation under God. Okay, I'm not going to go all the way there because I just want to talk about divine. A divine, a godlike, whatever your God, whoever your God. I don't want to disrespect nobody. But see, when you keeping it real with yourself, I ain't pulling you into nowhere I'm at. I'm pulling you to where you at. Okay. But see, we always adopt things and put things on and stuff. But see, what we need to do is deal with ourselves within. So when we put these things on, it wear good. It just really wear good. It doesn't define you, but you just wearing it. Okay. All right. That's why I wore a hat today. Yeah, because see, I want people to understand it's appropriate, especially when you live in life in development. It's no need to be expressing and covering up because we're coming from within. Okay, let me go back again. Divine care developmental technique. Godlike. Okay, care. We need to protect and all that different stuff that's necessary. Okay, ourselves. Let's stay there. We want to make sure that we handling ourselves. I had spoke to a great man, and he said some great things like, oh, touching in the areas of certain people. All right. No, this is in the area. I would not care if you understand this already. If you do, you ought to be in operation A Bob and producing. Okay, making sure you surrounding yourself around good thinkers and not allowing negative talk to be expressed, not in your environment. I just experienced that because one thing I know is that my brain is certain, it is certain about what it is. And I know that my body is a ground, okay? My dirt my dirt, my soil, and what I allow to go up on it because it's going to form my thinking. Okay, so I got to knock things out. I'll come to a certain age. Okay, and now I come to a certain maturity that I can speak and I can block and bind certain things to come into me or even into my thinking. Okay, because it takes up. Things. I know at times when I go to sleep and I take in so much, I gotta bind this stuff and pray it off. So I know what to do already before it happened. Okay. So let me stay focused because see, one thing about this fire is for a whole nother purpose. But this is really a purpose that's supposed to be going on anyway. So I'm just going to put it in the atmosphere because I am a vessel and I know that I need to exercise these things for my life. All right. Okay. So this world shapes and form us. Okay. It do. It do. Y'all ain't finna tell me that I have to look deep into people to see is this person? Because see, the looks are the same, the shapes are the same, the models are the same. A lot of things are the same. It's the same. The lyrics is the same. See, I'm gonna tell you our music. When I say our music, I'm gonna say my music that I listen to and I kind of like rap. Now I don't like a lot of their words and all the disrespect to women and stuff. I mean, how can you just um rock with that? Truly, that's a demonic way of being. I'm gonna tell you something. Them beats is fire. I mean, I just want to hear some people rock to them beats without being disrespectful. All right. I mean, I like them beats. I like people expressing who they are and where they come from. It is an art. It is a way to express things. Okay. But again, I was going into previous comments of age appropriate and in what we are truly just allowing to be. Something is just all right behind closed doors. like the saying, what goes on in Vegas stays in Vegas. Okay? But this is a world that we have natural, beautiful things that need to produce and don't be, just like how we want our food not to be tainted. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right, let's go back into this. No idea is divine when you're not thinking. It's not, ain't no idea divine. Here you are trying to produce an idea, right? But you ain't thinking. You just looking. You just seeing. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna go too far into that. I'm just gonna say this is where I know when I'm wasting my time and not doing the things that I supposed to do when I'm not thinking. Because my thinking is gonna line up with my actions, okay? And if something is cluttering me, see, like right now, I can't even be around a lot of company if I'm trying to do something unless we're going the same way because I just can't multitask. I used to multitask a lot of it, but now I believe I don't know if I'm moving fast or slower. When I'm on something, we all got to be on the same thing when we going, okay? And I believe, we all feel the same. That's why we may miss each other. Just life has drawn us in on just so many different things, but we want to balance and line things up in the proper way, okay? Oh, my I love my ladies. I love my queens. I'm gonna tell you, I'm surrounded around some beautiful women. I surround myself around beautiful women, and I praise them all. We have our own divine personal relationship. Is lifting each other up, and in no way, nobody is greater than the other because we know who we serve. Our purpose is recognizing our purpose in our relationship, and that relationship connects divine, godlike, just caring. you know, all that good development of a relationship, understanding the up and down, and knowing who we are, okay? And sharing tasks and techniques to make sure our dreams can come true. I can flow with this in so many ways. And really, I really want to write a song. I want to do a lot of things in life. I want to do a lot of things in life. And I'm not going to let certain things take me to a place where it won't allow me to be who I am. Okay. So I need the environment to be able to express who I am. And that is my foundation. Okay. Okay. So that starts with my body. My body. I, at a later age, have started to have children. And the doctor told me just briefly that, hey, if you keep this weight on you, you're gonna be high blood pressure because I might have said this before. And I might be a diabetic. And he says some people can gain weight and not be sick, but if you gain weight, then you're gonna be sick. So your weight is sick. So if I got a belly, that's close to sick. All right, so I had to understand this is not about no shape and trying to be looking like. I've always been an athletic type of person, very active. I love to dance. I like to express myself, stretch, and everything. So that wasn't a problem with me naturally to work on my areas and everything. And so once you learn about yourself, you tend to learn and learn what you can do with yourself, okay? And you do the things you need to do to make yourself healthy and happy. Okay? No one is to judge because that is you. That's you. That's you. Now we want to talk about self-efficiency, shelter, foundation, all that different stuff. Okay? We want to realize who we are, what we need, all good stuff. All we need. We do not want to be tripping over the things we need. Now we're talking about our problems. Um, that may cause us to obtain and maintain the things we need. So then we're going to get back to divine care developmental techniques. The developmental part, the concern, okay? The concern and the technique that you need, the actual task that you need to carry out to work on that area. When you're not able to do it with self, you line yourself up loudly into areas to get those things, okay? You cannot waste any time because this is a opportunity to perform a legacy. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. It costs to live. And I love the word family. Family. You know, family. When you was a child, your parents pretty much said what you deserve and what you should have and everything. And some individuals that maybe age, now it's time for you to do, I'm not going to say get your own everything. Some families it's just better to stick together and work together. And that is love and that is wealth. Okay? That is wealth. A whole nother area. But what you desire versus what you are to be or should be desiring. We ought to be desiring to learn greater things after developing our nature of being knowledgeable, being an adult, coming to all these rational things that we had probably was birthed up under. So now there's a process. We have so much energy and so much language and so much everything. I'm gonna say at a youthful age. I'm still youthful, in so many areas. And so I know that I can perform great things, but now my thinking is greater in more areas I guess because my maturity, okay? I'm not gonna judge my maturity from a young lady's maturity, a young man's maturity, in their goals. A lot of people goals tend to tend to form financial goals. Okay. All right. It is all about the money, it's all about that. Then we'll say, we express a lot of sexual things. Okay, and now in days that drugs are expressed, they sing them on songs. I mean, they okay, lacking, improper unity. Let me get back to what I was saying. What you desire versus what you are to be and what you should be desiring. Okay? Because all this stuff is in your heart. All this stuff you didn't open your eyes to, you wanted to see, test, do, it was something, okay? Um, we want to go back to being of a great purpose. And I just talked to somebody that sometimes feel there is no purpose. I think that's the best time when I get off my back. I really get off my back. Now I got a lot of strength in the things that I do. I go hard and so when I go hard, I hit my head hard. But my whole bounce back is not getting mad at nobody, not hating on nobody, not blaming nobody. I'm talking about working on me, okay? Because I'm going again. So I just want to go back into um the things that we choose to do and the things that we desire. And I kind of tap into some of the negative things. I don't want to talk about any negative things because it's in your face. But I just want to and I'm going to talk a little bit about things, but I did speak of things lacking, drugs, sex, impropriety, anger, the you performing adult things right away, just for what? For what? There's so much development and there's so much goodness in the purity, you know. I just think about and I don't want to be one way with this, but I just think about um the men, you know, and they ought to be our protector, they ought to be our help, you know, need to be more godlike. You need to practice more, carry out more masculine tasks. You know, work on your concerns, all right? Because women need, women need that strong divine purpose, that strong divine wealthy, strong divine name, right? Yes, yes. It is no, it is no way we not gonna recognize that it's a lot of disadvantaged thinking going out of here. Everybody think that all of this is making people money. No, money is just a tool. Money, I talked about money. Money is just a tool. You can have money and have no purpose. Okay? You can have go get all of this done and all of that and have nobody to appreciate it, right? You know, you can do a lot of things, right? Spend a lot of money doing it. Yeah. And not have the things you're supposed to have. Bills. I mean, let me tell you something. I'm not gonna get involved with anybody pulling on me in the area when I know my responsibilities, and that's what comes first. That's what and how I sleep and lay, and that's my foundation. Has nothing to do with anybody else. You work on that. You work on that. And any imbalanced ground that come across this ground and we ain't never rock right, I'm just grounded. I'm just grounded. I don't like to hurt. Okay? So, but this is not about me. I'm just trying to talk about me because I don't want to make it sound like I'm talking about nobody else. I want y'all understand that you ought to just talk about the things that you need to develop within yourself and find the proper things that you need to do to line yourself up to develop because it is a need for you to grow. It is a need for you to grow. There is a divine, godly like purpose for you in this life. Okay, let me get back on here. Okay, so the great part about our experience, the things that we go through, right, and the trials and tribulations and the experiences that we go through, at some point, if you can make it through, thank God. All right, try not to judge. I think I kind of talked about I go and I go hard, and I'm like, ooh, I don't get mad at nobody. I can't get mad. Just stay out my way. That's it. That's it. I'm gonna try not to hurt you. Keep it real with it. I'm going. All right. So, in all of that greatness and those experiences, and even with history, you read history to alter your thinking, you model things that you see, you copy things I don't say adopting it, because when you adopt something, you own it, okay? You just really came from a divine idea, within yourself, okay? And then you ran with it. But I just want to say this to um, individuals that are so great in a struggle and so great in surviving, all right? And being able to hear this voice, you are an author. You are to actually write it down and make it plain. We got to realize that our struggle is not for us. It is for another person. I'm speaking this because this is truly seeds that I'm sowing. I'm understanding the nature of God. I'm understanding the blessings of sowing great seeds. See, I know because I want to reap. So I'm trying to stay ahead. And it don't got nothing to do with no money. I got family. You know, I'm asking for things beyond human understanding, deliverance, healing, so much. And the greatest thing you can do is for pray. Also subscribe to CRG for Kids for my baby. All right, let's stay focused, okay? Now, all of us, we are authors. We can really write some down and bless somebody. It don't have to be your story. It could be a story that you know. It could be a gift that you have. We have all these people that's coming together, putting themselves together. I mean, it's a market for putting yourself together and putting some music together. I am learning the music industry. I am learning something that I thought I'm like, no, I don't want to go down that way. I don't want to do this. See, I realize if you do it yourself, you can produce something yourself, you know? And so now I want to learn how to, I'm not a singer, but I mean, well, I don't care. I'm just going to come how I like to come. And I just want to express myself in that way. I did it in the church. My grandmother, she's a beautiful, beautiful vessel and had touched so many lives. Sister Severine Walters Carr. All right. And my dream was to get up there and sing with her. I don't care. I didn't have a voice or not. I did it at a block party. I don't care what people think. And I did it at the church, because my thing is I want to sing from within myself. I want to come from within me and bring it out. I don't care about what nobody else thought and how I sound. I got it out. That was the goal of mine. Too. And she didn't even have vocal cords and she sung. So I said, look, you know, and I don't got low self-esteem. I will get out and perform. But all things that we perform are not, you know, what other people like. It's not all pleasing to other people. Okay? But that don't mean you lose yourself because things are not pleasing to other. Your development and your divine purpose come from within. All right? You reach out. You reach out. But start within. Okay? We all got a song. We all got a book. We all got a motto. We all got a gift. We breathe it. Yeah. Some things just do not add up. Okay? Now, I want to say that. And some things don't pay out. So that's a great reason to write stuff down too. Because it has its value. It has its value. Experience is a teacher. You have to see that, write it down, make it plain, and make a change. We all need the help because we all need the help. We all need the mental help. Truly, when you allow time to help you, understand that what matter is what is needed to be done. Is what matters. It ain't gonna be hard. It ain't gonna be hard for you to line up things and gain the strength, even if you don't have the strength. Speak it into existence. That is the development. That is the development of your tongue. That's what this is about. The power is in your tongue. First, you thinking, now you gonna have the courage to even speak greatness. Okay, see, so grow time. Okay, when you sow a seed, first you got to seed. Okay, then you sow it, it grow. Give it time. Just like I was talking about the child, the development, all that stuff. Gotta have time. Give it time. The benefits gonna come. It's fruits. It's fruits in everything. If you sow, whatever you sow gonna grow. You may not reap in the same area that you sowed in, baby. You ain't even gotta worry about that. Because it's a higher source. That's the goodness and greatness and why it is no need for you to even worry about others, if anything on the outside, because it's from within, okay? It comes from within. You can go and get a car, but your real goal is to purchase a home. You know, car value depreciate, House, home value, you know, developments, understanding, techniques, okay? You can shop or your bills paid. How that feel? Oh, you know what I mean? I mean, it's just people like, oh, I got to just, feel. No, you is gonna be stressing, and your conversation gonna be stressing, and everything gonna be stressing. So you might as well line things up and do what you're supposed to do. Pay your bills. Appreciate what you got. Sit down. Make it plain and natural. No need. No need. All right. Can you spend? Yeah. If you know how to save. Yeah. Other than that, I mean, I'm gonna put this back up here because we talking about really a living, really getting on the line of living. Okay, your value, the demands of you. Okay, you can do so much, yet in this world, it will never be enough. It will never. It's not gonna never be enough, y'all. It's not. You know, first, oh my goodness, whew, I love dancing. I do. I love dancing. I love, I really love expressing myself in a way, that I'm feeling within myself, and I really love African dance. I mean, I just love, even if it's just, just ugly with it, just moving everything, I love it. I love dancing, and and then I love singing. This ain't there, thoughts, all that. I think I could probably rap. I just want to do the positive things. And it would have to be something positive. And if I wouldn't want to aim in an area that need development, I'll be going against the grind, you know. It ain't no competition. It's just this is what I like to do. That's it. Make it plain and clear. And then maybe I can do a dance and maybe I can get a studio when I'm talking and then I can express myself and keep my middle, section in place, so I won't be on medication or anything. We're not worried about that. But I was just saying, those are the things that I love. Um, and I try to keep it positive and the things that I love to express and everything, And you only can do so much pleasing this world. Mm-mm. And now, of course, the youth got more energy, and then here we are. I'm old school, but old school is gonna be sounding like, oh, and then if you ain't that sounding like that, I mean, it's just gonna be inappropriate. We have to love. Don't judge. We don't gotta. I'm not looking to judge nobody because I think I shared a picture of me at a young age. Yep, driving, doing a lot. I don't have a problem saying whatever I say. I have been down some roads, I understand, with our young women, right? Just don't lose yourself. Know that you want to be in a position to still develop, okay? Still develop and mature. I don't care. You want to be like on every exclamation point. Everybody, family, self, who you are. And so many people need to line up, okay? Okay, please do what humans need to do. Take care of yourself. Okay, take care of yourself. Now, I ain't talking about just take care of yourself with money, eat food, shelter, all that different stuff. We got so many other needs, mentally, physically, everything. Reason why men need to find a wife. Yeah, find you a sacred, every wraparound place that you need, how you need it the right way and treat it right. Because it's a lot of sexual frustration going on. It's oh my God, it's just too much. And when beautiful things and normal things are performed, it's just really an exclamation point and that exclamation point. And really that's how it's supposed to go. Yet we need to see more models of that because we need more role models to model unity and love and great nature and chemistry. Not just coming from the tail, just coming right from the tail. Huh? That ain't love. No, that ain't all right. But I just want to talk about do what human need. Love, family, affection, communication, socializing. All those beautiful things that we know that children need. Back to that. Back to what I was saying. Back to you. Back to you. So many idols, right? So many idols before we get to where we at today. Living beyond our means and not realizing the means that we're working with right now can be balanced in unity, doing what it takes, restructure what is needed, okay? Line your thinking up with your actions. Anything goes now. Everybody is doing so much. I'm just like, are you just expressing every ignorant thought and just gonna see how we can just get more, you know, silly with it, you know. And I'm not judging from the outside. I look at how you treat me, I look how you treat others. What you choose for yourself is you. What I choose for me is me. I know I may come off so many different ways to so many different people on so many different levels at different times, okay? And you can own your own opinion. But I need to work on me. And I don't think nobody got a record of just her being bad. I get right with you, but my concern is the heart. I have so many people that have proven to me that these add-ons, cover-ups, adjustments, all this whole other stuff, it ain't, it ain't did everything. So I learned that I'm gonna stay on track. But I was already taught. I'm not gonna go with the wave of things, okay? Because the wave of things would take me off of my path from where I was. Fashion changed too fast. I'm just not gonna throw everything away and just put new stuff in the same place. I'm limited. Okay? Hopefully you get it. You know, all of the things that we're doing, please adjust what we're producing. I mean, if we can just produce more natural and beautiful things and not call it, such ignorant things in art. Some stuff has come to a point that, tongue is a powerful thing. There's no way our beautiful, beautiful, pure, beautiful women is lining up for the dogs. Yeah, lining up for the dogs. They ain't even got enough money. Now you got to get out there and get your own money. No way. I'm loving me, okay? And sowing seeds and seeds that will grow and it will show in time. I know loving me has been more what needs to be done. Okay. Um, yeah, what needs to be done. That is gonna prove it's not proving anything to nobody else. It's proving what needs to be done. Um, I was actually in the store with the little ones, and it just be certain things that it just work me up to a point. And I be like, oh, don't shut down. This one needs to be. Now we got to get into breakdown mode, make everybody happy, feed everybody, so I can get in whose side. I'm not gonna stress, especially when I have the opportunity not to do so. So that's what I mean by being direct. Just making rational decisions and doing what you got to do to make sure things are going to work for you. Okay. Even the company you keep, if the company you keep is not going to help you produce the things you're doing, you're spending a lot of time. You have to evaluate the time that you're spending. It's not about your company, it's just about what you need to be getting done. Okay. All right. So, in those actions, we know when we're loving on us, we're doing the things that we don't want to do to hurt ourselves. We have to teach ourselves that. We don't want to hurt ourselves. Our life experience, our life experiences, you know, give us falls that we need to get back up on, you know. And that's where it gets back into so good diaries, write things down, form you some type of expressive way, just so you can reward yourself. Reward yourself. Do not stay in a pitiful state because that is a form that is going to need some development. Okay, you're going to need this is the technique. Define disadvantaged thinking to a prosperous thinker. Provide techniques to help you develop a way to care for yourself and others in a divine way. You know, that's it. That's it. That's it. All right, so, but it's some things about us that never change, okay? Some things about us that never change. We gotta eat, we gotta love, we gotta live, sleep, be kind, forgive, pay your bills. Pay your bills. Line yourself up so you don't be stressed out about things. They have bankruptcy, they have all kind of things to get you on track, get you financially together. That is just a tool. Then go get yourself educated. It is not enough money in the world that's going to get you somewhere if your thinking ain't right. And that's just the element of what's needed. Your actions, all that, perseverance, being organized, even not being organized. Some things I can't say on the line. But it is a way we are to live. Please do not let what you know kill your future. Okay? Our knowledge is faster than our actions. And we still dream. We still dream. And it's all right to dream. So many of our dreams probably have wind and lake. But see, once you realize it, when you're ready to get up, run to a river, to a pond, to a stream. Let me tell you about the water. Oh, water cleanse, right? Water refresh you and renew things. Notice, even meditating around the water. Try to love you so what you know what you want means so much that it flows like water. All right. Yeah, things need to be in a position where you gonna be able to be on an upscale. This is what divine care developmental techniques is about. All right, disadvantage thinking to a prosperous thinker. Hold up, I'm at an intersection. I don't know which way to turn. I'm gonna have to take a risk. I'm gonna have to approach and do some things to make something happen. Own up to your actions, okay? Just own up to your actions. You know, just try to love you. Try to love you so whatever is meant for you is for you and you get it. And what is meant for you and it's supposed to come through you for others, they get too. You know, we got people blood on our hands. We truly do. We do. We have very little role models, okay? We have very little role models. You know, us humans, we like that we need models. We need role models. We need things. We are on the things we see that's going on. I just want to say that because, we really need to think. We really need to think. We really need to have the courage to change, operate in a more wealthy fashion, whole, in great nature, in unity, in position, in who you are, so that you can give back. You want to be able to love others. You want to be able to share and care. You want to be able to come out and open up great things and be a part of great things. Like I said, there I wanted to I really want to sing, I really want to do some expressive because it really touches me, music, and I'm learning some things from some family members and even my baby. She just did this situation. Just blew my mind. She got a song. I mean, and she know more than really what y'all even see. That's just blowing my mind. And she's teaching me. And I'm going to just say, hey, I'm going to just come out of this area that I know I ain't good at. And I'm going to try something. And I'm going to do what I love, how I want to do it, how I can do it. That's what life is about. Not all about that. Giving back, being lined up and perfect, being who you are. But tap into some divine care and realize these developments that these areas that you have concerns about, and work on you some techniques and the company that will help you to apply yourself. I mean, there's no need for it. Just make it plain. Just make it plain. Just make it plain. God bless you all. Stay encouraged. I have so much more to say, but I have been long-winded with information I already provided. Thank you. God bless.